I want what I pay for. And then it's like, well, girl, what the hell did you pay for? You spent $400. Did they take your money?
Black girl, if you 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 black girl, do your thing, do your thing, do your thing, do your thing.
Hello. What's going on, beautiful people of YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. That's me, Osha, and today I am Alandria. Because did I just get fucking scammed? First and foremost, let me just say this. Any Alandria Shelly slander, hit the bricks, okay? We don't want none of that over here. We don't support, we don't endorse that over here, okay? I'm not falling for the angry black woman agenda. Black women are allowed to feel. Black women are allowed to be upset, right? And so I'm just not gonna do that. But that's not what this video is about, okay? This video is about me potentially getting scammed. And the worst part about all of this is I won't know whether or not I got scammed until after it's no longer important. Right? Sounds insane. Sounds insane. I know. So, should I take us to the beginning? Do you want to go back there? Let's start at the beginning, okay? The beginning of all of this is I clearly have a YouTube channel. Clear as day, right? And I really want to get into vlogging. But I find myself not, right? And the reason that I'm not is because my camera is the biggest fuck. My camera is fat, huge, works perfectly. Girl, please do not break on me. I don't want you to take this the wrong way, okay? You work perfectly. You do what needs to be done when it needs to be done, okay? So please, sometimes my camera is so big that it's like, okay, well, I'll vlog on my camera at home, and then when I'm out and about, I'll use my phone, which can get it can get confusing, and it's always, it's a clusterfuck, right? So I'm like, I really want a DJI Osmo camera because I want to use it for vlogging, and then that way I can use it for vlogging. I can make my TikToks, all the things. I knew I had my eyes set on the DJI Osmo, right? And at the same time, I also knew, like, I will spend impulsively, but if you give me time to think about my purchase, I'll kind of back out. So I will throw money pretty much at anything as long as it's like a first thought. Nobody stopped me, nothing got in my way. I will drop a dime on whatever, okay? If you give me time to think about what I'm doing, if you give me time to think about like what I'm spending, and like time to like rationalize my purchase, sometimes I will talk myself out of doing something, or I will like negotiate with myself in order to do it more efficiently in a better way, which I'm not mad at. I feel like that is like that is my fail safe, right? That's what's supposed to kick in before I make any purchase. But sometimes my brain just moves too quick, and before I think, I done bought. And I ain't no refund type of bitch, okay? I ain't no back take backs type of girl. So once it's bought, it's bought. And let the chips fall where they may, and you deal with what you got to deal with as a woman. You a grown woman, right? However, I wanted the DJI Osmo Pocket, and I let myself think about it for too long. And I'm thinking about it, I'm like, okay, well, you don't really vlog out and about. Like, you will, I'll use my phone, but I just feel like I have to prove to myself that if I purchase this camera, because at this point, the DJI Osmo done went from like $500 to $800. I'm gonna drop about $800. I'm really gonna drop about a band because I want the creator combo. Because I'm a creator, right? So I'm telling myself, like, in order to justify this purchase, you've got to prove to yourself that you're going to actually put the work in, and you don't necessarily need this DJI Osmo Pocket to put the work in. You have everything that you already need. So this whole, I got to get this camera so that I can do this, it's a lie. It's an excuse. That's not true. You have everything that you need to do exactly what you want to do. Now, you might not be able to do it how you envision doing it with the DJI Osmo Pocket, but, baby, you can get it done. So I'm like, okay, well, here's what we're going to do. Before we drop a ban on this camera and these accessories, you need to grow your channel to 1,000 subscribers. Show me you serious about this shit, and you're not just gonna make another purchase just to be making another purchase because you got it like that, okay? I ain't trying to brag. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But anyways, so these are the conversations that I'm having with myself, right? Okay, so then I'm looking around, I'm shopping, I get this thought again in my head, impulsive. I'm like, I really want the DJI Osmo Pocket. I keep convincing myself that the reason that I'm not vlogging, the reason that I'm not, being consistent with vlogs and with YouTube, whatever have you, is because I do not have the DJI Osmo Pocket, which is a lie. It's not the truth. It's a lie.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
But this is what I was telling myself. I'm online searching, looking, and I come across the DJI Osmo Pocket, right? And I'm not going to give you guys too much information because I'm still holding out hope that it will arrive. And when it arrives, I'm going to tell y'all where I got it from, but I will tell y'all now how much I bought it for. So I bought the DJI Osmo Pocket for the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and the creator combo. Okay, the whole kit, whole shebang, for $399.99. After taxes and shipping and all of the good things, it was like $422, right? So I'm geeked. As soon as I see that, I buy it. Because for $1,000, I gotta prove to myself. But for $399, baby, consider it yours. Consider it yours. So she was purchased, right? And I knew when I ordered it, it said the delivery would be June 26th. When I went to order, okay? Once I made the payment and like the confirmation came to my email and they started talking to me about the tracking information and all that other good stuff, that's when they let me know that the delivery could be from June 26th through August 10th. So I'm like, at this point, I'm irritated because I'm like, okay, I wish I would have said that. But then I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, well, even if they did say that, were you going to pass up on this fucking $400 camera that's going for a band with all the accessories, going for a band? Are you going to pass that up? I wouldn't have passed it up. So I was like, okay, well, just wait, be patient or whatever have you. Okay, so a few days went by. This was on like June 13th. So a few days go by and then I get the tracking information. Now I'm thinking they're going to take their sweet time. I'm not going to get any information. I'm literally trying to like talk myself into not getting super worked up or super anxious about getting this camera because it could come in like 2 months, right? I get the tracking information on June 15th. And every single day, they were updating my tracking. Like, okay, it got here, went to the processing center, then it shipped from here, then it shipped from here. And then we get to the almost end where it's finally hit U.S. soil. It's made it through customs, and it's made it to my state of Michigan. So now I'm just waiting. At this point, we have made it from June 15th to June 2nd, 23rd, right? That it hits Michigan. And from that point forward, they have not updated any of my shipping information. I know nothing. This was June 23rd. It is July 2nd. They have not updated any of my tracking information. I tried to look through USPS. They've not updated any of my tracking information. I've called USPS. They can't recognize the tracking number. For context, the package was delivered or sent through China Post. Well, right now I'm just really, really super anxious because I'm like, damn. So I went on Reddit, I Googled China Post deliveries for international deliveries or whatever. There were a lot of people in there saying they said that they delivered my product and I never received it. There were a lot of people saying that. There were also a lot of people saying my tracking information didn't update for 2 weeks and then randomly it showed up at my door. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, pinky toes crossed, big toes crossed, that is my portion. I pray, okay, upon my lucky stars, that one of these days I will come home and it will just be sitting on my porch, wrapped beautifully, looking elegant, ready for me to open it and start recording content. And I hope that's today, okay? Because first and foremost, I would really like to have my camera by Friday. Now, okay, I really would just like to have my camera by the 4th of July because me and my family are going to be having a beach day. And I'm I really would love, I'm currently right now vlogging my week. And I would really love to be able to bring out my Osmo Pocket instead of having to carry around Chunkamunk, the camera version. Sorry, girl. Hate to say that about you. More than anything, because that's fine. I can record on my phone for that. The biggest thing for me is that I'm going to Mexico next week. I'll be leaving next week Thursday or Wednesday. Thursday? Whatever. I'm going to be going to Mexico, right? And I really, 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 really want to have my camera by time for me to leave for Mexico. Like, I want to take my camera with me to Mexico because I want, obviously I'm going to be recording content, and I want to make it as seamless and easy as possible. I don't want to carry around big hunky babe that don't fit in none of my bags. So yeah, and it's like, it's either that or I'm going to have to get all my content on my phone, which is not the biggest frustration about getting content on my phone is getting it off of my phone. My clips be so long that it takes a long time to send, or if I like connect my SD card to my phone, it's just too damn long. It takes too damn long. I just want my camera. I want what I paid for. And then it's like, well, girl, what the hell did you pay for? You spent $400. Did they take your money? But there's no way that they could have taken my, like, I won't say there's no way. What I will say is, I highly doubt they take my money and like send my product immediately like they did. Because if they took my money, then what are y'all sending me? And here's another, let me tell y'all why I bought it. Because it was so cheap. You would think like, oh, this is a scam, right? But they accept returns. So I can send this shit back for my money back if y'all not sending me what y'all said y'all were gonna send me. That was the major thing. When I said like, oh, returns are accepted. So if you send me a box full of potpourri, I can just send it back. That's what's making me feel like, okay, maybe the seller didn't scam me. What if somebody seen my little DJI Osmo pocket sitting in the shipping center, so cold, so lonely, longing to get to me, and thought, I'm finna take this bitch camera. I check my tracking for my camera every morning when I wake up. I'm literally checking tracking at least 20 times a day, and my tracking has not updated since June 23rd. And I have a half of mine of contacting the seller to like ask him like, hey, have they sent you any information regarding the camera? But it's like, I really don't want to bother them until it gets beyond the August 10th date. But by the time we get there, I won't need the damn, I'll be the blah blah blah.
That's all, folks.
I'd have been back from Mexico by then. I'm so frustrated, I'm tripping over my dang own words. I don't know. Then I thought I'll just go ahead and call China Post, right? Crazy. So like, I'll just go ahead and call China Post. I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna see, hey girl, what the fuck is going on? Okay, where is my dang on package? Because I have a hard time believing that it's just sitting in the processing center in Michigan. In Michigan. My camera is literally within arm's reach and I can't reach her. And I have a hard time believing that it's just been sitting there for like a week. Like, there's no way that y'all shipping shit is that backed up. It's no, you know what? Donald Trump is running the world right now. So he is running the U.S. So U.S. PCS might be backed up, but that ain't my problem. So I thought, okay, I'll call China Post. So I'm calling China Post. Now, mind you, it's like 2 days in a row. Every day, it's like 12 noon that I'm calling China Post. I'm sitting on the phone, doing the whole nine, putting in my tracking number, and then they speak a bunch of Chinese. Obviously, this is China Post. But they'll say, press 8 if you want English. Okay, so I press 8. They're still speaking fucking Chinese, baby. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I don't know what the fuck you saying. And you'd have just told me to press A for what? I press A for what? Exactly. Right? And then they would talk a little bit in Chinese. They would say ni hao. I know what that means. Shout out to Nickelodeon. And they would hang up. So I was getting pissed. Because I'm like, okay, I might have fucking got scammed by China Post. I don't know. And then it freaking dawned on me. It freaking dawned on me. And I'll tell y'all why it dawned on me. It dawned on me because I'm like, you goof troop. China it's a 12-hour time difference, cousin. So if it's 12 p.m. in America, it's probably midnight in China. They're sleeping. If they're sleeping, they're continuously speaking Chinese to you because they don't know what language to let you know, girl, we closed. We closed right now. That was a a little bit of a win. Because I'm like, okay, now I know, like, okay, I have to wait until 8 p.m. to call them. I might do that today. I hadn't tried to call them again because I'm just like, girl, another part of me is just like, be patient. Be patient. Because like I told y'all, a lot of people in the Reddit was saying that their shipping stuff just stopped updating, but then they randomly just got they product within the time frame. Because I knew that it could be between June 26th and August 10th. I really just have to wait it out and cross my fingers and pray that it gets here before Mexico. But honestly, as the days go by, I am less and less and less and less confident. I don't know. So stay tuned. Be on the lookout. We are watching for our camera, and I'm so excited to start vlogging every little detail, every little thing that I do in my life when I get my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 creator combo kit. So excited. Be on the lookout. If you are a lovely individual, pray for me, please. Pray that it just pray get here today. Pray that when I get home from doing what I got to do, because see, I got to go do some stuff. Pray that when I get home, it's on my porch. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk for today. I'll see y'all later.